Okay, so to answer this question, we need a couple of different things. The first thing is that we need to know how many of each of the M&Ms we had from the picture up above. So you were already asked to find the percent abundance of the regular M&Ms in question number 1. So you should have counted up that there were 50 regular M&Ms to answer that part. Then there are 11 peanut M&Ms from that picture and 18 pretzel M&Ms. Okay? So in question number 1, you should have found that the percent abundance of regular M&Ms was 50 over the total, which is 79, which gives you a percent abundance of 63%. Okay? You will need to find the percent abundance for both the peanut and the pretzel. So you're going to take each of those counts, divide them by the total number of M&Ms. Okay, so you find out that for pretzel, 18 divided by 79 gives you 23%, and 11 divided by 79 gives you 14%. Okay, some of you stopped there. Okay, if you look at the question is asking you to calculate the average atomic mass. All we've done so far is calculate the percent abundances. We've got some more steps in order to fully answer this question. So if you stopped here, you were on the right track, but you need to keep going, okay? In question number 2, you had to find the average mass of one pretzel isotope. So you took the mass that was on that scale, you divided it by your number of pretzel M&Ms, which you counted from the picture, which was 18. I believe this number was like 36 point something. Anyway, when you did that division, you got a mass of one pretzel isotope that was 2.05 grams. Okay, another common mistake that I saw was some people looked at this mass as the mass of the total amount of peanut M&Ms or of regular M&Ms, and they divided it out by the number of isotopes to get the mass per isotope. Notice up here it says the average mass of one isotope. So that step's already been done for you. You don't have to divide this 2.55 by 11 or the 0.8 by 50, okay? It's already been taken care of. This is the mass of one single isotope. So now you're ready to set up your average atomic mass calculation. Okay, just like we did when we were just learning average atomic mass, just like we did in the practice for the lab, you take the percent abundance times the mass of each isotope, and then you add those totals together. So looking at this, my first one would be peanut. I would take the mass of the isotope, so 2.55 grams. I'm going to multiply that by the percent abundance. I'm going to change that into a decimal, so it would be 0.14. I'm going to do the same thing for my regular M&Ms. So I have 0.8 grams times 0.63 because I've changed my percent into a decimal. And then for the pretzel, 2.05 grams times 0.23, changing 23% into that decimal. Okay. From there, the last place that I saw some people make mistakes were just calculator errors. So putting each of these parts into your calculator and making sure that you're getting the right answer out of it. So for the first one, I have 2.55 times 0.14. I get 0.357. Okay. If you wanted to round that to 0.36, make your number a little easier to deal with, you could do that as well. For my next one, I have 0.8 times 0.63. I get 0.504. For my third one, I have 2.05 times 0.23. I get 0.4715. Again, for any of these, if you wanted to round to the 100th, you could do that. It makes the numbers a little bit easier to deal with. So my last step here is then to add these three together. So I got to move this here so we can see it, 0.357 plus 0.504 plus 0.4715. I get an answer of 1.33 grams. Okay. So depending on where you rounded in this problem, you might get an answer that's slightly different. We're talking about hundredths different. So you might have 1.34 or 1.32. If you're getting entire numbers different, like you're getting a 2 or a 0 point something, it wasn't a rounding error. You actually made a mistake in your calculation somewhere. Okay, we should be talking about differences in this last number here if we're talking just about a rounding error. So hopefully this helps you see how to tackle this problem. As always, if you have questions, attend a Google Meet. Ask your teacher in your house. Make sure you get your questions answered. I can tell you right now, something like this will appear on your quiz that is happening on Wednesday. Okay, so make sure if you have questions, you get them addressed before you take the quiz.